are headed to the SEC. Tony Altomare sent me an email. You may have seen this about the California schools, or the system that runs the California state schools. And I saw where Governor Newsom had said something that he wants to look at what's going on with UCLA, and he apparently is, like, I don't know, at some position that's a part of that as the governor. Tony mentioned this to me. First of all, the California governor talking about UCLA, that is only to appease California Stanford fans. Kind of like last year when Texas, Oklahoma decided to leave, and there was some meetings down in Austin. There does not appear to be teeth behind grumpy political shouting, much like last year what happened with Texas's decision. The University of California Regents, who oversee Cal, UCLA, and 10 UC campuses, have an upcoming closed meeting with lawyers to discuss legal aspects on the issue. This is normal. Colorado's already met twice to do that. The UC system president, Dr. Drake, was aware of the Big Ten discussions and move. He was previously at Ohio State as their president in 2019. The athletics are campus-level issues at the UC system. In other words, he doesn't think this is going to go anywhere, even though that's a story that maybe they want to look at various things to try to block UCLA, and most likely that won't happen.
I think I said as much yesterday, and I don't even have a grasp of the UC system, and said that as well, that I could have others explain California politics for me and try to give me a reason why that was supposed to matter. But from my vantage point, not even knowing that much, it didn't seem like anything but just barking and just, hey, we're upset about this. I mean, what are they going to do, though? I mean, exactly. So, I think that's why there's a little bit made to do about it from, like, maybe Pac-12 fans' perspectives of, like, oh, here's our hope that this is going to be the thing that, stops this in its tracks or reverses course. And I don't know. I just saw it and I was like, sounds like politicians barking, much like when the Big 12's gone through its various issues. And I don't think that's, typically stopped too much. Early on it did. There was the Ann Richards and that whole thing. But, I mean, when was that? 20-something years ago at this point?
Oh, no, I mean, 1995.
Yes.
The conference started in 96.
So 20-something years ago at this point. And not much has really occurred since then where some politician has stopped Colorado from leaving or A&M from leaving or any other number of schools. So, especially with it being USC and UCLA, I mean, what in theory was the UC system going to do? I didn't think much, and it looks like they're not going to do much. It looks like, again, it's just a lot of barking and people upset. And, I feel for those schools because it's a crappy position to be in, and the Big 12 schools know that all too well. And despite what some say that maybe Big 12 fans are getting, their heads are getting a little bit too big, I don't care. I think the future is very bright, and I'll continue to maintain that. I'm not going to sit here and say they're going to be making $200 million per school anytime soon or anything crazy. I don't think they'll be making SEC or Big Ten money anytime soon or crazy, but I do think Brett Yormark's got a good selection of schools. I do think they're in more of a power position than maybe they're given credit for, and I think they're going to be really okay in the end, whether they stay pat or whether they go and, are able to eventually pick off some Pac-12 schools. But again, the TV valuations and the PAC negotiations are going to, say a lot, and I know that our Louisville guest in particular, there's theories of just networks being generous just to keep college athletics alive, and the ACC may benefit from that, but I don't think Brett Yormark's just going to go down without a fight. So I'm interested to see him get in there and grappling a little bit and see what he does with the Big 12.
Do we have a picture of the